Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to The Real Movie Buff, where you can join me and my dog Indy here as we watch a movie and I will give a commentary on the film. Scene by scene, I'll explain my favorite aspects of it and state a few things I may have done differently. Today will be extra fun because I'm watching the 2000 Walt Disney animated comedy, The Emperor's New Groove. So let's get our groove on. Okay. Right off the bat, I have such nostalgia and love for the retro Disney logo with the blue background. I really miss it. And the music that they chose to play over top the logo for this film is so good. It sets the mood and lets you know that this is going to be a different kind of Disney film with a different, lighter vibe. Long ago, somewhere deep in the jungle. And here we are, deep in the jungle during a storm with a mysterious llama.
Will you take a look at that? Pretty pathetic, huh? Well, you'll never believe this, but that llama you're looking at was once a human being. And not just any human being. That guy was an emperor. A rich, powerful ball of charisma. Oh, yeah!
That pathetic whimpering to introduce David Spade as Emperor Cusco is great. He owned this role. Although other famous actors were considered for the role, including Michael J. Fox, Mike Myers, Chris Tucker, and Rowan Atkinson, most of whom would go on to voice other animated characters. I love the fact that this movie is occasionally told in first person, with Cusco occasionally breaking the fourth wall. It gives the movie a Ferris Bueller's Day Off kind of vibe. This part where a young Cusco breaks a toy only to instantly be given like a dozen more just like it is hysterical. It lets you know that he was a guy that was given whatever he wanted whenever he wanted it since a young age. And pay attention to the animals that he has as toys. The llama, parrot, and whale, those animals will be important later.
Oh, yeah.
There are despots and dictators, political manipulators.
Life was handed to him on a silver platter, and he didn't care for anyone but himself his entire life. This story is about how he comes to care about others and be shown humility. Now for this sequence, Disney actually wanted Sting to perform this opening song, but he felt like he was too old, so Disney instead ultimately went with Sir Tom Jones, who was actually 11 years older than Sting.
Okay, this is the real me. Not this. This! Not this. Winner, loser. Okay, see this palace? Everyone in it is at my command. Check this out. Butler? Chef?
And right away, you realize just how cruel and self-centered Cusco is when this old man accidentally throws off the Emperor's dance here, and this poor guy is literally thrown out of the palace. And here, when Cusco is summoned to see possible choices for his future bride, he is again cruel and unkind. If you notice, all the ladies actually have the exact same face, they just have different hairstyles and clothes and jewelry. And now here is Pacha, a poor but honest, kind country llama farmer, voiced by John Goodman, who is perfect as the voice of Pacha. But John Goodman wasn't Disney's first choice for the role. The role was actually written for Chris Farley, but he passed away before filming began. Owen Wilson was considered also for the part, but the role ultimately went to John Goodman. And I just love the fact that the old man that was thrown out of the window somehow managed to land safely, and no one has cared to help him down yet. This shows you how kind and selfless Pacha is compared to the Emperor. And I love this line, "Beware the groove, the groove." And now we meet the villain of the movie, Cusco's royal advisor Yzma, brilliantly voiced by the late Eartha Kitt. She and her right-hand man, a bumbling dork named Kronk, voiced by the hilarious Patrick Warburton, steal the show in my opinion. They are so good together.
Yeah, I got that there, Yzma.
Yep, that's Kronk. Now lately, Yzma's gotten into this bad habit of trying to run the country behind my back. And I'm thinking, that's gotta stop.
And the fact that Yzma ruthlessly turns away this peasant who just wants to feed his family shows you how cruel and self-centered she is, underneath all of the humor.
But, Your Highness, I was only dealing with meaningless peasant matters.
Whoa.
I may have...
Look at these wrinkles. What is holding this woman together? What the... How long has that been there?
And now Kuzco fires Yzma for trying to do his job again, and he couldn't care less about it. And pay attention to the way that he describes the firing, for those comments will come back later. Oh gosh, Kronk is so great. You just gotta love him. And now Kuzco and Pacha meet because Pacha was summoned to the palace. You would think that he was summoned for an urgent matter for the Emperor, but all Kuzco wanted to know is where Pacha's hilltop gets the most sun. That's it. Because Kuzco plans to destroy Pacha's home to make a summer getaway for himself, and he doesn't care about throwing Pacha and his family out of their own home.
Where will we live?
Don't know, don't care. How's that?
Oh, but wait, you can't...
When I give the word, your little town thingy will be bye-bye.
And by the way, the name Pacha means earth in the Inca language. And now, behind the scenes, Kuzco has no idea that Yzma is planning his demise. The animators chose to give Yzma a purple dress because the color purple is often associated with madness and royalty, both of which fit the character very, very well.
So, how does that work with you being fired and all?
The only ones who know about that are the three of us, soon to be the two of us.
And I'm one of those two, right?
To the secret lab!
And here is the most quoted line from the movie. Pull the lever, Kronk. I love how the alligator is completely scared of Yzma and runs away. And this amusement park ride themed way of getting into Yzma's secret lab is genius. And by the way, Disney, how have you not made a ride at Disney World based on this ride? Trust me, the fans want it.
I'll turn him into a flea. A harmless little flea. And then I'll put that flea in a box. And then I'll put that box inside of another box. And then I'll nail that box to myself. And when it arrives, I'll smash it with a hammer!
And here is one of Kronk's most famous lines in the film. I love how Kronk is always deeply concerned about his spinach puffs.
Kronk, the Emperor needs his drink.
Right. Oh, right.
Now pay attention to where Yzma drops her poison drink. It falls on the plant behind her, and in a later shot, the plant has turned into a llama, foreshadowing what will happen to Kuzco.
I mean, it might be difficult. I don't know. Let's face it, you're no spring chicken. And I mean that in the best possible way.
What? A llama? He's supposed to be dead!
Yeah, weird.
Most people don't know that when Warburton was humming this tune, Disney actually made him sign over the rights to it so they could use it for the film's soundtrack. And the idea for Kronk to have an angel and a demon side talking to him was very, very clever. And now Kronk loses Kuzco, who ends up in the back of Pacha's cart. Here we meet Pacha's family, who are very excited to see him, and I love this baking joke. And we learn that Pacha has to lie to his wife about how his time at the palace went to hide the fact that Kuzco is planning on destroying their home.
This story's about me, not him. Okay, you got it? All right, we're gonna move ahead. Sorry to slow you down.
I think it's funny how Kuzco has been a llama for some time now, and he just now finds out. And I love the fact that Kuzco thinks that Pacha would kidnap a llama, since having a llama in this part of the world is obviously very, very common, due to all of the farming. In here, Pacha stands up for himself and tells Kuzco that he will not return him to his palace, only for him to come right back and destroy his home.
I got a little secret for you. Come here. No, closer. I don't make deals with peasants!
But because Pacha has a good heart, he decides to go into the jungle to ensure Kuzco's survival. Now this scene is the perfect example of the phrase, what goes around comes around. And John Goodman giving the Tarzan yell here is pure comedy.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting all funned out.
I love how Cusco is just so done with everything that he doesn't care that he's about to go over a very dangerous waterfall and is excited for it. Now this has got to be Pacha's worst nightmare. Forced to save the life of his selfish emperor. An important detail is, for Cusco's picture here, it's not a painting, but a tapestry, because the Incas were known for weaving.
Well, he ain't getting any deader. Back to work.
And so begins Yzma's rise to power, with her taking down Cusco's portraits and putting up her own likeness. But Yzma learns that Kronk may have destroyed her plans when Kronk has to break the news that Cusco is still alive. Meanwhile, you have to love Pacha's kids. The way that they communicate and argue is just adorable. And we see just how desperate Cusco is to get back to the palace, that he lies to Pacha and agrees to build his summer home on a different hilltop. But he obviously fully intends to go back on his word.
Don't shake unless you mean it.
All right.
And after Cusco falsely makes a deal with Pacha, he immediately goes back on his word and leaves Pacha to die on the bridge. But his plan backfires and he also falls from the bridge. And this fight between them is flat out hilarious. Now, I'm convinced that the Marvel movie Thunderbolts got the idea for that scene with this scene from this movie.
Now, what, genius?
Working on it. Okay, here's the deal. Stretch out your neck, and I'll grab the rope.
At this point, you just want to strangle Cusco for how insensitive and self-centered he is. And having scorpions go down your back, man, that would be freaky. And speaking of freaky, now there's bats involved too. How could this get any worse? And then somehow, the two of them are safe and sound. Or not quite.
Woo, yeah! Ooh, look at me in my bat cell. I snatched you right out of the air. Ooh, I'm a crumbly canyon wall, and I'm taking you with me. Well, not today, pal.
And when Cusco saves Pacha's life, Pacha points out to Cusco that, despite what he thinks, there is some good inside of him. He just has to choose to let it out. And now we go back to Yzma and Kronk, who are endlessly searching the jungle for Cusco.
Kronk here.
I'm getting tired. Pull over.
Sure thing. Kronk out.
Now, it is absolutely hilarious that the script calls attention to the fact that Yzma brought along her best shoes for a trek deep in the jungle, and now she's attacked by a swarm of angry flies. Meanwhile, I love how Kronk's notebook has ink to go with his quill pen. The fact that Kronk is playing exotic bird bingo while Yzma is being attacked by the jungle is just so satisfying and hysterical. And now we learn that Kronk can talk to chipmunks in their own language. And because Cusco was so rude to the chipmunk earlier in the movie, the chipmunk gladly shows them which way he went. And this low blood sugar joke is a nod to the fact that David Spade is diabetic in real life. The idea to have Cusco disguise himself as a lady here is comedy gold. And I love this guy's reaction to Cusco walking into the kitchen with his rear end swinging around, and this guy gives a thumbs up to Pacha. And this scene itself is a scene stealer in the movie with everything going on.
Hey, pal, what's your policy on making special orders?
All right, Buster. That's it. You want a special order? Then you make it. I quit.
No, but I...
You know, I try and I try. There's just no respect for anyone with vision. That's it. There's just nothing I can do about it.
Oh, wait a second, please.
Normally, when the main plot stops in a scene like this, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. But since this is a comedy, the writers can bend the rules and make a funny scene like this work and break the pacing of the story, even though Yzma still wants to be on Kuzco's trail to get rid of him. And the fact that Kronk is now unexpectedly head chef and in charge of a kitchen that he doesn't own is just so great. He's in his element now.
Kronk, can I order the potatoes as a side dish?
I'll have to charge you full price.
Hey, how about a side of potatoes, my buddy?
You got it. You want cheese on those potatoes?
Thank you, Kronk. Cheddar will be fine.
And this restaurant birthday joke is goated forever. But now things unfortunately take a turn when Kuzco believes that Pacha plans to keep him away from his palace forever. But in reality, he's trying to save his life because he knows the truth about Yzma's dark intentions.
If you hadn't mixed up those poisons, Kuzco would be dead now. There'd be no more diversions until we track that llama down and kill him.
Said I was sorry. Can't just let it go. Not even on your birthday.
Kuzco must be eliminated.
And so the two part ways. But shortly after, Kuzco realizes that he was wrong and starts to see that he needs to change his ways. And now we are all caught up with Kuzco in the rain. The sight of Yzma having cucumbers over her eyes is truly disturbing. Every time that I see this scene, I can't help but think of King Nebuchadnezzar from the Bible, when God briefly transforms him into a beast and he's forced to eat grass in a field. But this scene is meant to humble Kuzco and show him that there's more to life than having riches.
He's a lousy llama. I mean, a really lousy llama.
And now he apologizes to Pacha for his selfishness. And the way that these villagers describe Yzma and Kronk is so great. Scary beyond all reason is the perfect way to describe Yzma. At Pacha's house, the fact that Kronk is playing monkeys jumping on the bed with Pacha's kids is just so adorable. Kronk obviously does not fit the regular evil sidekick personality.
She's hiding something. When I give the word, we search the house.
Okay, but I still have 94 monkeys to go.
And now with him playing jump rope with the kids and having Yzma switch places with him is comedy gold. Yzma is so frustrated right now. This conjunction joke is this girl's shining moment in this film.
Okay, children, on your mark.
And now with Yzma stuck in a piñata, it's great that Kronk just laughs about it and looks on.
Well, I had a great time. Let's not wait until the next family reunion to get together. I gotta run.
And this joke with the rain cloud is genius. And here is a Wizard of Oz reference. Kronk's pointless explanation here is so good. And here are Kuzco's own words coming back to bite him.
I've never liked your spinach puffs. Never!
That's it. She's going down. Now, remember, guys. From above, the wicked shall receive their just reward.
One lesson that you should take away from this movie is that you do not mess with Kronk's spinach buffs. I love how all the guards here get transformed into animals and only the cow feels the need to want to go home. Everyone else is okay with their transformation, but the cow. And the things that Kuzco is about to change into are those stuffed animals from the beginning of the movie when he was little.
Quick, drain the canal!
Open up!
Yay, I'm a llama again! Wait.
The fact that the waterway ends with the nostril is brilliant. And now we learn that Kuzco really has changed his ways and is unselfish when he chooses to save Pacha instead of the vial. Man, how long is this fall? Now this is the kind of joke that you would think would never make it into the final cut of the movie due to its convenient coincidence, but I'm so glad that it did.
Here, let me get this for you.
Well, see ya on the other side.
Now, with everything back to normal, I like that the first thing that Cusco does is apologize to the old man that he had thrown out of the palace earlier. That's a really nice touch. And that he builds a much smaller home on the hilltop next door to Pasha.
Dude in the nation, all the hippest cat in creation. But if you ain't got friends, then nothing's worth a fuss. A perfect world will come to be when everybody here can see that a perfect world.
And to end the film with Kronk in charge of the Junior Chipmunks is so satisfying. Thank you for watching The Emperor's New Groove with me, the real movie buff, and my dog Indy. If you had a good laugh, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again next time.